What up there, YouTube communities? This is your boy or Chadia, whatever it is you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about the Ferguson Riots. I'm not gonna put let's talk life in front of this or anything like that. I just want to talk about this riot and everything that it stands for and all the things that are surrounding it and all that good shit. So this is gonna be a fairly long video. There may be some audio desync, and I apologize for that. Just listen to what I'm saying. So to start this off, I was gonna do this video yesterday. I was thinking about it, but then I told myself no. I was gonna take some time to sit back and really take in everything, to not be so emotional when I came on camera, to really think things through, to see this case from all sides of the spectrum, to see, was there really some wrong here, or were we really, as black people, were we done wrong? I wanted to really see. I wanted to make sure that everything I was going to say in this video was how I truly felt and wasn't going to be changed later on. And I can now say I concretely know how I feel in this scenario. So for those of you who don't know, the Ferguson case is about a black man being shot to death by a white cop. And he was unarmed. And apparently the case was ruled that he would not be indicted. The cop is going to go ahead and walk free and all that. And now, for those of you who looked at the evidence, who have been with the case from the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, this was not a race thing. I thought that initially. I thought that this was just one big race thing. But when you look at the actual evidence, all the things that went down, this was just bad judgment on both sides of the spectrum. Because from all points of evidence, Michael Brown started the conflict. He initiated the conflict. And from where I come from, when you initiate conflict, you need to be damn sure prepared for whatever comes with initiating conflict. And then the cop reacted to the situation and shot him. Now, do not get me wrong. I don't believe the cop should be able to walk free. I don't believe that. Because whether it was bad judgment, race or not, he still shot an unarmed man to death. And as a cop, I know they have other means to bring people down. Pepper spray. The tasers. They have other measures to do it. Even if he used his gun, he didn't have to use deadly force. He went overboard. And I believe that deserves some form of punishment for going overboard, whether it was bad judgment or not. I feel like that was wrong. Now, I will give him credit and say that he was probably afraid. I've seen Michael Brown. He's a big guy. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you are in danger, but when you see a big motherfucker charging you, you're going to be kind of scared. Now, in that haze of the moment, he may have thought it would be the best idea to shoot him. He might not have been thinking about the taser and all that, but either way it goes, he still killed an unarmed man. And I don't feel like deadly force is necessary to kill an unarmed individual, period. But either way it goes, unless the dude is like on top of you, choking the life out of you, then yes, you may use deadly force. But to me, deadly force is supposed to be saved for moments when the enemy has a weapon and a knife. Now on to the actual riots in and of themselves. We are wrong for rioting. And I have to say that for this case, we are wrong for rioting for this case. And I have to say this now. Where were these riots during the Trayvon Martin case? That was a legitimate race thing. George Zimmerman got away scot-free. And he was completely wrong, but now we're rioting for this case where it was a legitimate, unfortunate, bad judgment call accident. Now, here's what I've gathered from these riots. The riots are happening because of a buildup of anger. And I want to go ahead and get something out of the way. I have certain ideologies. I'm going to join the U.S. military. I am. And I have certain ideologies when it comes to fighting and conflict and war and things like that. And I do have certain feelings on when is it okay to use violence to get something done. I do believe that at a point, if your voice isn't being heard, sometimes violence is a necessary thing to get done. But we are nowhere near that. I don't feel like as black people, we have done enough to say, okay, we've done everything else. Let's just start burning shit. I don't feel like we've done that. I don't. Because I don't see black people coming together and forming more groups other than the NAACP and a few others, forming groups, working together, speaking out. You're letting all these things happen to you and you complain and whine about them, but do nothing. So you let all these issues build up until now we're rioting and people are getting hurt over it. I don't feel like we've done nearly enough to say riots are in the right now. Like, none at all. We are not coming together. We are not helping. We're not doing anything. All you give a fuck about is your next check, your next Air Jordans, the nigga you killed last night. You don't care about nothing else but that. But now you care. When it's okay, when it comes, but you let the frustration build up to the point where now you're hurting other people, and that's just dumb. There's no excuse. And that's the truth. You can't tell me that's wrong. Because, and I know black people are subscribed to my channel, and I know you have to be watching this. So be real. Are we really doing enough? Are we really doing everything that we need to do to where we could say, okay, let's go burn some shit since people don't want to listen? I am completely okay with violent measures being taken from time to time when it is at its most extreme. But this is nowhere near that. People are getting hurt for no damn reason over a case where the evidence, the substantial evidence, has proven and shown this man did not kill him over race. Did not kill him over race. He killed him on a bad judgment call. That's the scenario, and it just really bothers me how this all played out and how unfortunate the situation is. It really is. But at the same time, I'm not about to sit up here and just get on our race either, because this is also a cop thing too. How many people have been left to die? How many people have been killed unjustly? How many black people have been done wrong because of the cops? This isn't just a white and black thing. This isn't just a black thing. This is a cop thing too. This is the government's thing too. Black people have been legitimately done wrong for years. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But at the same time, we haven't been doing fighting. So we have douchebags screwing us over, and then we have us not doing enough, which just leads into these big ass clashes that don't even need to happen. Because if we as black people stood up and said no more and actually gave a fuck about each other and ended up fighting and speaking out against the governments that do us wrong, would we be rioting right now? I doubt it. We have enough support. Everybody is willing to support us. We're just not willing to support us. And I wanted to take a second to think what I was gonna say in this video personally, like how I felt the situation could be resolved. And there's a line, like I remember I was talking to someone about this, a friend of mine, and I was telling them, as black people, we're not doing enough. And he told me, he said, well, black people, we're selfish. We don't want to do anything for our people. When you come to a black person and you start talking about, oh, my brother and my sister, you're like, get the fuck out of my face with that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. They trying to go hustle their money to get theirs. All the songs, all the music, all this or that, it's about getting yours. You coming up. It's not about helping everyone. It's about helping you and yours. But you see, the only way to fix things is by not looking at it from a you and your standpoint. It has to be the us for just a second. And I'm trying to figure out a way to where we can help black people by playing upon our own selfishness. Because I really feel like that's the only way we can fix it. These riots will not last very long. They're not. Give it a few weeks. This will blow over. No one will even remember this shit. Straight up. And the only way for us to keep a constant flow of change and help is by playing upon our own selfishness. I'm sorry to say, that's the only way that we can have black people move forward, is to slowly but surely just play upon, okay, well, if we do this, this will help you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be helping you and yours. That's the only way you can get through to most black people, is by saying things like that. If you want to help black people, we need to figure out a way to play upon our own selfishness. And then we need legitimate leaders who aren't just about black people, because at the end of the day, I don't want any group that we create to just be about black people. That's straight up. I don't believe in that, because black people are only a small drop in the pond that is the world. There are so many other conflicts, so many other things going on. I feel like black people is a good start. We got to start somewhere, got to start small. But I'm saying any leaders that we get can't be just about black people. It has to be about everyone, making sure everyone is okay. If you do that, you will have far more support than a man who is just focused on his own race. The more support you have, the bigger your group becomes, and the bigger your name and all these things that you need to win, to fix things become. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't just start off about black people and then never broaden out, like groups like the NAACP and things like that. All they care about is black people. They won't speak out for the Hispanics getting done wrong. They won't speak out for white people getting done wrong. They won't speak out for Asians being done wrong. And we have to create a group that keeps all people on equal standings. No one above the other. Always equal. No one above the other. Equal. Same level at all times. That is how I feel about the Ferguson case. So either way it goes, man, I hope these riots stop, and I hope no one dies in the middle of this. I really do. Sad day, man. Either way it goes, man, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out now. This is your boy chdeaaanime signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do other things to help Black Brothers thrive. And I will catch y'all on the flip. It has been golden. And before I go, I know a lot of people out there want to give up on black people. I know a lot of people out there want to give up on the world and say it's too late. We can't change anything. It's dead and done and gone. Well, you can believe that if you want to. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. The world is pretty fucked up right now. But you know what I can tell you? I'm not giving up. I refuse to ever give up on humanity. I refuse to ever give up on the world as it is, because I damn sure will not sit back and let it burn. For as long as I draw breath, I will find a way to fix it. That's what I plan to do. I'm signing out now.